Good evening, everybody. Blackout show for 2022. Fantastic. Out with the old, in with the new. What does that mean? We'll get to that. But on this blisterous, cold night, this old school rounding first and heading for second. Hi, everybody. This is C Black. This is the Blackout. I hope you guys had a prosperous Christmas. Hope everything you looking for, you got, and everything you didn't, you still got it. You know you're blessed, whether you got anything or not. This is 2022. We've had a lot of fallen people along the way. It's pretty incredible how many people have disappeared along the way. But God bless those that have fallen by the wayside. And God bless their families. Lost uncles and people along the way again. 2021. Remember, we thought 2020 was something, but 2021 has been something also. Let's wish for better days for 2022. Let's pray on it and hope everything is good. But for those that are hearing this and seeing this, it's still been good to you. You're here, which is truly a blessing, not to be taken for granted. Try to touch on some issues that are close to home for me. I had took a hiatus doing what was going on, grandkid popping up. Very grateful and thankful for that. Baby 7. A part of the connection to keep things rolling, to keep the train going down the line. We welcome Baby 7. Picking up weight as time goes on. It is such a beautiful thing. And the thing about it is, that's how we all got here. I don't hear nothing about no other way. We didn't come sliding down the sliding board. We didn't jump out of a plane. We all come the same way. It's kind of fantastic, isn't it? So God bless the women for that. It's the most beautiful thing on earth. Thank you. There's another one on the way. Warm up in the oven. About ready to come out of the oven in a couple of more months. That is very thoughtful, very appreciative. Thank you, God. With all that good news popped onto that, there's a son who got engaged to get married. Beautiful. Everything with that is it's beautiful. It's nice. It's always good to see young people in love. Whether they make it, don't make it, that has nothing to do with it. At this moment in time, they are in love, and it's beautiful. It's not one of them jealous things, but it's one of those envious things. I mean, I wish I could look in someone's eyes, and they look in my eyes, and them butterflies flying around your stomach. You remember the ones? They're pretty much dead in my stomach. They've been dead quite a while. But you remember that feeling. You get the jitters. You feel creepy inside. But you hide it the best you can. But your stomach is telling you, I sure do love this moment. And back in the days, we used to have a camera called Kodak. And you would take a picture, snapshot it, And you say that's a snapshot in time. That's a Kodak moment. And that's what this is. Baby here, baby on the way, awaiting on the way. And kudos to Milan, the video um, showing how they got to this moment. It should go viral. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. The song, the, it really captures the moment. And you say, "Oh, you bragging because it's yours?" Maybe so. Maybe there's a little bias there. I get it. Might be right. Might be telling the truth. But it's a beautiful thing. It really is. And the beauty about that is, it's another one on the way. Another one. One here, one coming in March, and the other one be here in July. Tic-tac-toe. 3 in a row. Beautiful. Beautiful. So in with the new of the new year. God, it's a beautiful thing. It really is. Call me Grandpa, call me Paw, call me whatever. It's a beautiful thing. Really feel attached to the moment. Now, on the flip side of that, I've reconnected with another son that was distant, and he's apart again, and grandkids involved there. Again, just like anything, you are where you are supposed to be. Wherever you are, this is where God for you to be, intended for you to be. Wherever you are, I don't care what you're doing. This is where He intended you to be, intended what you be doing. It may change, it may not, but you dare think, "Oh, I should have did this." No, this is where God intended you to be, right here at this moment. It's not lifetime. It's not in cement, but at this moment, this particular time, this is where God intends you to be. Again, truly blessed by that. Truly blessed. Now, the name of the show is A New Beginning. 2022. We're ushering in the new and ushering out the old. The old is being around people who don't understand, but think they do, mean you no good. Remember I told you before, what episode was, you think the hater is down the street, around the corner, up on a roof like a sniper. No. They be standing right next to you the whole time. You might not realize it, but they're standing right next to you. And if you do recognize it, you don't know quite what to do with it. You know why? Because it's family. When it's family, you don't know how to handle it. What do you do with that? It's family. You know, you feel this twitch in the back. But what is that? You know, when Julius Caesar got stabbed to death, you know how the story goes. Brutus, that was his best friend. They all took a knife out and stabbed him to death. He didn't understand. They were right there all the time. I've seen things, and listen, here's the funny part. I have done things that let me say I'm sorry for it. Let me make it clear right now. Sorry for any ill things or things I've said, because I can be rough around the feathers. Yeah, I can, and I know that, but I apologize. And what I mean by that is, wanted to say something to make things better, might have didn't, might have said something that was out of place, and probably did say something's out of place. But with that being said, too many instances where something was done, nobody's held accountable for it. I won't go into the details, but I just wondered, what do you do with family? Do you know when you have a bad father and you have a bad mother or a bad aunt, a bad uncle, or bad whatever, do they always get a pass? Do you just say, well, I'm going to go in denial about it? I'm going to give them a pass. You know, someone said the kids are who you are because you raised them. We raised them. And they're absolutely right. They were on the money with that. They, they couldn't have been more right than the day is Sunday. Totally on the money. No accountability for anything. Anything. Uh, but why would they? The person or people don't even hold themselves accountable for anything. If you're never wrong about anything, how can you teach somebody else what accountability is? Now, adjust your screen, adjust your phone, adjust the volume. You're saying, wow, is he talking about himself when he says never wrong or always right? If you choose to say that, can't argue. Not gonna argue with that at all. But the humility inside me, you will never argue about my heart. You will never ever say my heart wasn't in the right place. Maybe my mind was somewhere else, but the heart, you won't question the heart. You can't. And that's what's solid about me as an individual. Got it. Gonna argue, wanna be right, all those things. But this right here, mm-mm. No. No, you're not gonna dare say, oh, well, no, he's not gonna help. That's not gonna happen. But when you watch the others, and they told me, you think people are like you. I certainly did. I thought, yeah. But over the course of time, I've watched and listened to what goes on. So to get where we are today, I get it. I've watched it all the time. Just didn't understand it. But they were telling me all the time, this is who I am. This is who I am. I'm a taker. I want to be a giver, but I'm a taker. And they say, oh no, that's not true. Oh, it's true. It's true. Your heart will lead you in better places than it does. And what is really weird is, this is coming from people who stay in the Bible. That if you're in the Bible like that, you can't continue to make those kind of mistakes because you're in the Bible. Like they said. They went to church and they said, you know something about these people in church? They still the same as the day they walk through that door. And they're absolutely right. They are. Never changed. Still the same old people. What they come to church for? Well, you in the Bible all the time. You wonder, how could you be like you are? Hmm, I get it. It took a while. I get it. It shouldn't have took that long. What time we got over here? We're freelancing tonight. Not taking any calls. We're just freelancing. Um, I think what happens is because you're scared to ever say anything, because then you'll be held accountable. So you don't say anything. And like they told me, if you get an argument with your kids, they'll cut you out. Wrong is wrong. If you cut me out because you're wrong, cut me out. You're not getting no pass. That you're not getting. If mines have done something to you and I know about it and I didn't apologize or they didn't apologize, shame on me. Shame on me. Not shame on them. Shame on me. Because that's the one thing you got coming. I may not be able to replace what they broke. May not replace whatever happened to that. But you got an apology coming. If I can't muster up enough from them to get an apology from them, I'm apologizing. Flat out. But too many times, too many things have been done. Like, what the hell? What the hell? It's, I know how I am. Better now than I used to be. So, I lean on everybody else and said, well, what do you think? Here's an excerpt of this. And one day they show said, well, nobody does that. Yeah, I get it. Wrong, 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 wrong. But nobody does that. I'm ushering in the new. I've ushered out the old. I cut the cord for 2021. That is behind me. I'm looking forward to 2022. It's not one thing. It's deep things. Things that cut to the very soul of who I am. Now, people out there going, well, wait a minute, hold it. What's this show about? Well, it's about me. I'm talking about me. It's a special podcast tonight. It's our first show of 2022. We had to take a hiatus because of Christmas and New Year's and baby comings and engagements and weddings and kids and a lot going on. Get a scare of COVID in the house brought in by someone who knew they might have COVID but still come running up in the house. What is that? Who does that? Who does that? Unbelievable. But again, everybody wants to be the victim. Nobody wants to say, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm not mad. You're right. That's my fault. What my extension of my family did, that's my fault. Their fault. Whoever. Just keep on going like that never happened. Nothing never happened. But I notice if you have a rotten dad, rotten mom, rotten whatever, they don't cut the cord. Why do you have to? Why? What makes you say, well, that's family? I think it's what pretty much everybody does. Oh, well, that's family. You got to put up with it. What do moms say? I've been hearing this lately. Well, you only get one mom. That means I can do what I want to. You only get one. You don't get no more. So whatever I do, hey, you only get one. I, just like the elderly call and check on the kids. The kids, you know, when I grew up, you call and checked on the elderly. You call and make sure they're okay. You call and make sure their voice, they pick the phone up. If they picked the phone up, your day was good. That's the way things used to be. Do you know now? The elderly call to check up on the kids. And the kids like, what the hell? What the hell? Again, it's the way we raised them. Minds are far from perfect. I'm far from perfect. And again, let me extend you an apology. If anything they've done or I've done, my apologies. Sincerely. Because it's the way it's supposed to be. It is. You're held accountable. When you do something, you're held accountable. And going back to that again, why can't you cut the cord if they're not good? Do you think they're good? Do you pretend they're good? There's a long laundry of list of stuff that says, hell no, they're not good. Hell no. A whole bunch. It's unbelievable. And they all, well, you just exaggerate. You know, I had a friend who pulled out a laundry list on me and said, well, hey, he did this, he did that. Some of it is accurate, some of it's not. But it was a long laundry list. They didn't forget. You know why they didn't forget? It bothered them. I guess I didn't forget or chose to move on because it was family. Had they been a friend, I don't think I would have moved on. I think I would have cut the cord then. But I went on with it. And that's probably how we got to where we are today. Things that have transpired over the course of these last 2-3 years have been horrible. Anyway, this is part one. There's a two-part to this. A new beginning. Out with the old, in with the new. They sprouting up, they need room to grow. There's a reason why. There's 3 on the way. There's a reason why that reinventing the oldest son. There's a reason why. Got it. It's God. Let's put us where we're supposed to be. I get it totally. But, let me say this. It's still a great day. It's a great times. They are. It is. Let's get through this COVID thing. Let's put a mask on. Let's treat this. Let's remember that. It is still killing people and people are still getting COVID. Treat it. Now, the next show, part 2, will be the conclusion of the new beginning, out with the old, in with the new. And then let's get back to talking about the women making, what are they making now? They're done making bacon because I've seen some bigger ones over the holidays. They're cooking sausage and chitlins. Yes. They stepped their game up. They done with the bacon. Bacon sometimes is lean. They're skipping that. They going with sausage and chitlins. Oh, God. Jesus. Get ready for 2022. And the men, hey, unemployment stimulus checks are over. You got to go get a job. There's no more stimulus checks coming. There's no unemployment. It was $8 billion worth of fraud here in Michigan. People are getting fired because of you. Go get a job. All right. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me tonight. Welcome back, 2022, the Blackout Podcast. As always, keeping it real. Now, anyone who thinks it don't keep it real, make sure you call me at 313-488-7788. The next broadcast, if you dare. All right, this is the Blackout Podcast saying good night, take it easy, stay safe. Love you. Good night.